It just keeps getting better and better in the trenches for Oklahoma State. Now they've signed a massive tackle and a guy that's got a ton of upside. And we're going to talk to him right now live on Locked On Oklahoma State. You don't want to miss it.
You are Locked On Oklahoma State, your daily podcast on the Oklahoma State Cowboys, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Yes! What is up, guys? Welcome back in. My name is Mountaineer Paul. I am your host here. Welcome back into Locked On Oklahoma State, baby, where we're talking Cowboy football, Cowboy portal style, just everything and in between. And we're excited about it, man. It's been a great week. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed yours, and you guys have the number one class in the country right now. That's got to be exciting. I mean, who would have thought before 3 months ago that you guys would be in the situation you're in after firing head coach Mike Gundy after the long tenure he had and bringing in young coach Eric Morris now, who has just flipped this thing around public perspective wise so quickly. So thanks for making Locked On Oklahoma State your very first listen, guys. And for being a part of the Locked On Podcast Network, we talk about your team, the Pokes, every single day. Going to be brought to you by our friends at FanDuel. And usually we like to talk about FanDuel, and this kind of $5 is going to make you come holla. But we know right now with FanDuel, the college football playoff is here, and FanDuel is the best place to get in on the action all playoff long. So visit FanDuel.com to get your college football playoff profit boost every game day. I'm not alone. As a matter of fact, I'm here with a massive human, somebody that could probably destroy me in a wrestling match, and I wouldn't be able to do anything but tap. Shaun Torgeson from Portland State transferring into the Pokes. What's up, man?
What's going on?
You think you could make how quickly could you make me tap, do you think?
I think it could
25
be
seconds. Quick. I like the confidence, man. Just really off the wall first question. Did you wrestle in school or anything?
I did not. My high school did not have a wrestling team, unfortunately.
Interesting.
I wish they did.
Yeah. Well, they say wrestlers make good offensive linemen. It's not a prerequisite, but, interesting. So what's it been, about 18 hours since the announcement? What's the last 18, 20 hours been like for you, man?
It's been insane. A lot of congratulations from family, old teammates, friends. It's something you would have said to me 5 years ago that I would not have believed.
Do you feel a little justified? Do you feel like I was right about myself? You come out of a high school, Cali, you're a 3-star guy, but you're not getting all the 3-star offers a lot of 3-star guys get. You had not Arizona State, but Air Force in Portland, and you chose to go the FCS route. Any specific reason for that over Air Force?
I mean, with a lot of talking with my family and God, prayed over it a lot. It just ended up being a better fit for me overall, knowing that I wanted to bet on myself, knowing I can get in there and see the field immediately and make an impact to that Portland State squad.
That makes a lot of sense, man. And that's what you did, right? So I think, Coach Morris and company saw that in you, and so you decided to enter the portal. When was it?
I mean, right after our season, I made my decision that I wanted to transfer out of Portland State.
And did you have goals immediately of going to the FBS? Is that where you saw yourself headed?
That has always been my goal, was playing the FBS any way,
awesome,
shape, or form.
So obviously you finally got in contact with Oklahoma State, and they've decided to bring you in now, which is awesome. And you signed, sometime over the last 24 hours. And we talked about the congratulations and everything, but what have those conversations been like for you, man? Like, obviously they have a plan for you. Have they talked about whether you're going to play inside or outside, and what kind of goals they have for you?
I know they definitely see me as developing, learning the new program, how it's going to be. We haven't talked about if I'm going to go tackle guard. I know over at Portland I played both, so
Right.
I'm whatever they need me to do is where I will be at.
What are you, 6'4", 6'5"?
6'4".
So 6'4", right around 290-ish. I would imagine you'll probably gain 10 or 15. I don't know what their plans are, but I would imagine you'll gain a little. Everybody does when they first get to Power 4, especially. It's just so much. Did you get to visit?
I did not know.
Okay, so at a place like Oklahoma State, it's just they've got elite everything. Elite nutrition, elite facilities. So it's just like at West Virginia too. Guys come in, that you get your own basically nutritionist. You're going to gain a bunch of weight. That's good weight. They're going to have you rolling, man. But let's go back a little bit here because you were a Max Preps California All-State honoree, an LA Times All-Star. One of the top players in Ventura County. Why do you think? Well, first, tell me about your high school career and how that went. Did you guys win a bunch?
Okay, so my high school career, started out my first 2 years, my freshman and sophomore year of high school. I was a JV guy, wasn't too sure about football. I played it pretty much my entire life, but didn't necessarily take it as serious as I should have. Going into my junior year, I decided to put on a ton of weight, a ton of strength, and play offensive line. And I ended up securing the left tackle position. We made a good run my junior year, making it to I honestly don't remember, either the first or second round of playoffs. That was super upsetting. Next year, senior year, coming back stronger, coming back harder. We ended up winning CIF and going all the way to state. Unfortunately, losing in state, but we had an amazing run.
That's awesome, man. And I'm sure that built some character. Obviously, California is obviously an elite football state. It's one of the, usually the big three, big four, as far as high school football goes. We all know that. So for you to become an all league level player in California, no matter where, is impressive. And with that recognition, if you had to pinpoint it, what do you think kept you flying under the radar? Do you think it's because you didn't choose to play O-line until your junior year? It kind of got some people late looking at you?
I honestly have no idea what kept me from getting big looks. I always felt like I always knew that I could do it.
Mm-hmm. But the tape, if you look at the tape, I was looking at your tape earlier. I was surprised you didn't get more offers.
Just help me put a chip on my shoulder. Go to the FCS level and just show what I can do, prove it.
Well, and you did. Look at you, man. What a rise, and, obviously you go to Portland State, and kind of take me through that journey now, because you jumped right in there and was a big part of what they did. Talk about that a little bit.
So when I first got up there, my true freshman season, I decided to take a red shirt, but I still was able to play my 4 games while keeping it. So I played in my 4 games over at left guard, and had meetings with the coach after the season. They say they see big things in me. They want me to be that guy on the line the next year.
Mm-hmm.
So I go through all the training. Next season rolls around. They ended up bumping me out to left tackle.
Yep.
And I started every single game over for the Vikings.
And one of the best players in the conference, so great job by you, man, betting on yourself, sticking with it. And, that's why, these days you can go FCS, you can go JUCO, even you can do a lot of different things these days. And because there are so many people scouting now, right? Thousands of people scouting for the next hidden gem. And as Shaun Torgeson can be hidden away anywhere, right? And I think that's what's cool about this day and age, even though it gets a lot of flack for being, hired mercenaries and nobody really loves the school they go to and all that these days. But what you do get is a Shaun Torgeson who may have been a lifetime FCS guy previously. It was over in 5-6 years ago, you'd have been stuck in the FCS unless you were a graduate transfer your senior year, something along those lines. So, I think that's a really positive thing that does get overlooked. So congratulations to you, man, to do that. And, I didn't check on the Portland State overall team this year. How did you guys do?
It was a rough season. I could say that.
Rough season. Yeah.
It was quite a rough
Well, you
season.
were a bright spot in a rough season then for them, Oh, goodness. Let's talk a little bit about, let's see where we're at on time here. Actually, we'll go to break really quick. We'll come right back and we'll talk about, we've talked about your recruiting process a little bit. We'll talk a little bit about what Coach Morrison and company are building and some of your, maybe you get into your play style and also get into some of your goals right after the break here on Locked On Oklahoma State. We'll be right back. All right, guys, this episode of Locked On Oklahoma State is going to be brought to you by our friends at FanDuel. And right now, guys, with FanDuel, if we didn't know, now you know. Right now, FanDuel's crushing the game as always, and the college football playoff being a big reason for that. FanDuel is here and giving all customers more ways to get on the action every single game day of the playoffs, because right now, every college football playoff game day with FanDuel gets a profit boost waiting for them in the app. And here's what I like about it. Every college football playoff game day, FanDuel users can get that profit boost, and you can ride with your favorite team if you think they control the matchup. You can take a shot on the underdog if you feel the upset, or you can play that parlay around players and moments you think decide the game. You apply your profit boost, and you can get even bigger winnings. And when you win, you get that money instantly. You don't have to wait for it like in some places. FanDuel is the best place to get into the action all playoffs long, so head over to FanDuel.com to get your playoff profit boost every game day. And we're back here in segment 2 where I crack open a dew, and I've already taken a drink of the dew. I won't lie. Sean, I have a bad habit. Every segment 2, I crack open a dew, and I suffer from mouth dryness because I talk too much. So this is just a whistle wetter for me, but it's also for a reason for me to drink Mountain Dew because I'm addicted, Sean. It's just a fact.
It happens.
Are you a Mountain Dew guy?
I'm not, no.
No? Dang.
Oh, that is not my drink.
I would imagine there's probably not a whole lot of that in your diet for you, huh?
No, not a big soda guy.
Probably a good thing. All right, so we kind of talked about, your college career a little bit so far at Portland State. We talked about your high school career some. We talked about your measurables a bit. We even talked about maybe what they had for you at Oklahoma State. But what we haven't got into is just the excitement around Coach Morris and what this staff is building right now. First of all, who recruited you?
So it was Coach Krill and Coach Felt, both the O-line coaches.
Got it. Okay. And so that was probably exciting to get the offensive line coach to call you up and say, I want you to come over. That's got to be super exciting. Obviously they've got a plan, not just for you, but for the program. And I mean, think about it, man. You're going to a place where they just paid $7 million for the quarterback.
Yeah.
That's got to make your head spin.
Insane.
And not only that, but, think about this, if you continue on the trajectory you're on, and I have no clue, and we're not going to ask you what you make, but imagine what you can grow into, you know what I mean? Like there's still a big carrot dangling for you to really just life-changing stuff, right? So, what do you think about what this staff and Coach Morris are building right now, man?
I'm so excited. I know. I mean, Coach Morris over at North Texas, they did big things over there. They really turned around that program, and I already know that they're going to do the same thing over at Oklahoma State.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And here's another great thing. You don't have to worry about learning this system from guys who are also learning the system. Like you're going to come in and they've already got, whether that's Mahia or any other, or a couple other guys they've got from North Texas that have come in and already have been there at North Texas for a couple of years. So you're going to learn right from guys that have been doing this for a few years now. That's important, developmental wise for you. Not that I'm not going to sit here and pretend like you can't come in and compete right away, but if you don't, you're still going to have really great guys to learn from, which is important. Knowledge passed on is the best way, especially when it comes to offensive line play. At least that's what I was told by Zach Frazier, who now plays for the Pittsburgh Steelers, the center for the Steelers. He played at West Virginia. He's one of the best in the league, but he said that's probably one of the things about offensive lines, that the reason you see some schools have great culture with the offensive line is, a lot of the knowledge about the system gets passed on. And when that gets severed, sometimes it can be a situation where, that you've got to figure it out on your own again, kind of thing. So tell me about your play style, man. I'll tell you my opinion on your play style, and then you tell me where I'm at. Okay. Because I see you as a dude that plays really hard all the time. Like when I put on your tape from high school, then I put on your stuff from Portland State, you've got some stuff on your X account. I had to go search for other stuff. You play from whistle to whistle. You really do. I mean, it's, you would like every player to do that. Not every player does, right? You really, you really do that. Is that something you pride yourself on, of being a hard-nosed player?
Exactly. I always love to say I love to play fast, physical, and smart. And from whistle to whistle, actually from the start of the game to the end of the game, if you're across the line from me, you are not my friend. We are enemies.
I love that, man. I love that. So, getting into the weeds a little bit on the technical side of things, what do you consider yourself as? What type of player? Are you a more technical guy? Are you a body position guy? Do you have bend? Like what, if somebody were going to break you down, what do you think they would say?
I've been told I'm a very technical player, that I play very smart with my hands is my biggest skill level. Like that's my highest skill level right now is my hands and my quickness.
That's great. That's great. I mean, I think, one of the things I saw about you on film is, you do play well with your hands. You've got good punch. And another thing is I love that, there's a few plays where you drove people totally out of camera view. Like they were gone past, like you couldn't even, like the camera didn't follow you, you just kept driving them. So, I mean, obviously that's impressive. I'm sure they saw that, and it was pretty clear pretty early this year after that redshirt freshman year, the year of training you did where you took it really seriously. Coming in back into Portland State this year, you absolutely benefited from that and were just in a lot of games the best player on the field at times. So I think there's a reason you're at Oklahoma State. And congratulations, man, because that's what a transition up for you, so let's get into your goals now. Obviously, this chapter at Oklahoma State it's exciting. Yeah, absolutely. But there has to be some kind of reason to it, right? Do you see yourself as somebody that can come in and play right away? Or do you think you're going to need time to develop, or what are your goals here?
Well, I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna play as hard as I can. I need to learn the system, learn the culture. I mean, I just want to come in and make an impact. I mean, however that is, just to benefit the team.
Awesome, man. I think you can do that. I mean, it's not like you don't have any experience either. You just played an entire season, so I definitely think you got a shot to definitely get into the rotation this year. That's going to be exciting. What do you want fans to know about you that you're bringing into Stillwater?
I mean, I'm bringing myself. I'm bringing my play. I'm bringing my energy. I'm here. I'm competing. I want to win. I want to win games. I'm saying that much. I want to win games.
Shaun, man, I really appreciate you for trusting me with your story. I'm excited to watch your journey to Oklahoma State. I know the fans are going to be too. I think you have a chance to be a really good player, self-made player that's not been given the easy way. I think that, in a day and age where some guys get millions of dollars for their play a snap, you're kind of like the opposite of that. You've had to work your way into it. And I think there's something about that can make a player a really good player, because you're never going to forget the lessons that you've had to learn up until now. So be watching you close, man. Be rooting for you tough, and hope that you win every game except against West Virginia. Unfortunately, I'm still the locked on West Virginia guy. All right, let's not get anything twisted around here. But in all seriousness, man, I appreciate you so much for coming on. We've got some people in here talking to you. Congrats, Shaun. Oklahoma State got a steal in you. The uncles are so proud. Is that somebody you know?
It's got to be. I don't know. I can't see them, but
TIOGA 56 is the name on it. Do you have uncles?
I do. Yeah.
Okay. That's probably what it is, man. You've got some family watching. That's pretty cool. We're glad to have you as a Cowboy, and other people just thanking you for being here, man. So exciting things, right? So we really appreciate your time, man. And I think that's all we have for you, but we'll definitely keep track of your progress, and certainly maybe have you on again in the future, or that's me or when Cody comes back.
Well, thank you for having me. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, man. Is there anything else that you wanted to touch on or get to?
I think we're good. Let's go Cowboys.
All right, man. I appreciate you, brother. I got another segment to do. We'll go ahead and let you go, man.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thanks, Shaun. Have a great day, brother.
You too.
All right, guys, we're going to go to break here, come back, and we'll break down a couple other things right after the break. Of course, we're talking about our friends at Wayfair on this one, and the new year is here. It's the perfect time to reset your routine and refresh your space. And why wouldn't it be? As we all know, Wayfair is the spot when it comes to that. No doubt about it. And I got to be honest, man, Wayfair is one of them spots that if you don't know about Wayfair, you need to get to know about it. They do really, really good stuff when it comes to just anything you might need to refresh your space. And right now, Wayfair has everything you need for that full refresh all in one place. Whether you're updating your living room, organizing your space, or upgrading your work from home, Wayfair's huge selection makes it easy to find exactly what works for your style and your budget. And shopping is easy. Delivery is smooth, and everything arrives exactly as expected. It's honestly made getting back into my routine this new year feel a lot more manageable. Shopping is easy, delivery is smooth, and everything exactly gets here exactly as expected. So if you want to get organized, refreshed, and back on track this new year for way less, head to wayfair.com right now to shop all things home. That's WAYFAIR.com with Wayfair. Every style, every home. All right. Thank you guys so much for being here. I heard wrestling did good. Unfortunately, that's not my wheelhouse as much. Maybe I'll learn more about it as we go along, especially, I meant to get a hold of Cody earlier to see how he was doing today. But unfortunately I just forgot to. I've been so busy with everything. I'm assuming he'll be back in time, guys. I know he's had a lot to deal with. We're certainly thinking about him. I just wish, that this whole thing didn't happen. I mean, it just sucks when good people have bad things happen, right? But you guys did have another commitment that I haven't gotten to yet. I'll do a more thorough breakdown on him in here later. His name is Christian Bodnar. I think this is from yesterday. A safety, redshirt sophomore out of Liberty who really produces good players. Baptist University. Surprised he didn't go to Baylor, and I'm just joking. But he's 5'11", 185 out of Florida, originally from Brandon. His high school was Bloomingdale out of Valrico, Florida. And this is a dude that had 44 tackles, 35 solo, 2 tackles for loss, 2 sacks, 2 passes defended. He started 12 games for Liberty and was a Phil Steele All-Conference USA third-team selection. He was also an Athlon All-Conference USA 4-team selection in the preseason and was on the Comeback Player of the Year watch list for safeties and that thing. He was sidelined by an illness. So, this is a kid that's obviously got some talent. All-conference players don't grow on trees, even if it's first, second, or third team. But, I was able to flip on the tape for about 5 minutes, guys, and I saw a kid that had some pretty good ball skills, pretty good awareness. He had a really long interception return and multiple passes defended that I saw just on the highlight tape. I didn't get to watch actual tape of him. I always say this, if you're a tape watcher, always make sure to watch actual tape, because if you just watch the highlights, it's going to skew it. You're going to see all the good things somebody does. You can see bad things even on the highlight tape. Don't get me wrong, but it's going to skew the things that you think about that person if you watch only the highlights. Just something I've learned over the years when evaluating players. I'm a hobbyist. I don't claim to be a professional, but whenever I'm, getting my opinion about somebody, I've learned, highlight tape is good. Especially if you want to get for the pro side, okay, he's elusive. He's got great speed. He's got, that's great, but you can't figure out what the bad habits are if there are any without watching just regular tape, which is obviously takes a little more effort. But other than that, guys, that's all I got. Hopefully you guys are happy to meet Shaun. Obviously, I love underdog stories. It's what he spoke to me. I figured, you know what? Since we don't have a lot of news going on right now today, we're in a dead period here for the next couple of days. Figured we bring him on here and let him meet you guys. So hopefully you enjoyed meeting Shaun. And we will talk to you on the next one here on Locked On Oklahoma State, where we talk about your team and the Pokes every single day. I'll get a hold of Cody here in a bit and see what he's up to. Was trying to get him on for a segment here, one time here in the next couple of days, maybe, to see if he can maybe at least just jump on. But we'll just have to continue to monitor it and all that. That's really all I got. Thanks for being here, guys, and we'll see you on the next one. Make sure you like the video before you leave, share, subscribe, and go follow Locked On Big 12 with Drake Toll. And we'll see you on the next one. We're out of here. Go, Pokes.